Boy, I ready. You know what? During Black Women's Black Hispanic Month, I'ma start sucking on some coochie. That's what I do. Boy, I go. Maybe I need to start sucking some titties. Vivir mi vida, la 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 la. I'ma start sucking titties. Any tips for sucking titties? Boy, I ready. I'm ready to be a coochie sucker, cause I'm tired of y'all niggas. Boy, I gozar, vivir mi vida, la 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 la. During Black Women's Black Hispanic Month, I am tired of y'all niggas and y'all fuck ass advice to Black women when we trying to date y'all. Let's just go ahead and get into it. This is another episode of JESS, a couple of things, but it's gonna be the first one that's titled JESS, a couple of things. Shout out to my subbies who suggested the name. I really wish I would have took a screenshot, but there was one subby in particular that suggested that to me, and I was like, damn, that was so clever. So yeah, just a couple of things. You know how we do. We're just gonna do like, you know, kind of like a fireside chat, I guess, of just different things that are going on that I'd like to discuss. Before I get into this though, I want to acknowledge Black Women's Black Hispanics Month, okay? This is for the Sábado Gigante, okay? Black Women's. This is for the Azúcar Black Women's, okay? This is for the de colores se vistan los campos en la primavera. Black Women's, okay? This is for the Black Women's Black Hispanics. We celebrating y'all all fucking month, you know what I'm talking about? This is for y'all that's really black, not you Erica Mena ass bitches, not you Evan Lazada ass bitches, okay? I'm talking about the real black motherfucking Hispanics, the Afro-Latina, the Amara Negra. I'm talking about y'all, the real black Hispanics. I want to honor you. There are so many of you that follow me and that support me. I am so honored to have you guys as my sisters. I'm so honored to have you guys follow me and just engaging with me, especially on YouTube. Honestly, YouTube is my favorite outlet that I have. I feel like I've built a sister like this. I really feel like y'all are my sisters for real. Like truly. It's just like there's a different spirit on here with y'all that I feel that I don't feel anywhere else. And when I meet you guys in person, it's like I immediately know you're a subby with Black Women's. What Black Women's Month is it? Like I already know you're a subby. And so I want to thank you guys for being part of my tribe on here, my family. Y'all are family to me. And I want to honor you guys. I want to honor you guys particularly, not just because it's your month, but because as a, I guess like you know, you guys know I'm Haitian. And as a person who speaks a Latin-based language, sometimes people do consider Haitians to be Latin, but we're not. But technically we can be seen as that, but we're not. But as someone who speaks a Latin-based language, I'm able to understand so much when it comes to the Hispanic languages because words are conjugated the same. I grew up in Miami, Florida. I was surrounded by a lot of Black Hispanics and white Hispanics. You know, I faced so much racism from white Hispanics, which is why I'm so passionate about, you know, non-Black women's, especially the non-Black Hispanics who just want to claim to be black when it's time to say nigga, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, or when it's time to ride nigga dick, you know what I mean? And so I'm really passionate about speaking up for y'all and speaking up for us because I know that y'all are not totally accepted in your communities. And so I just want to share that love with y'all. It's Black Women's Black Hispanic Month, and you know what? You've got a friend in me. You got a friend, you got a sister over here, and I love you guys. And you know what? I think just talking about my Black women who are Black Hispanics, I want to shine a light on a couple. Sheila Marie. Sheila Marie is such a dear friend of mine. We don't spend as much time as I wish we would, But Sheila is such a wholesome girl. She's from Dade County, just like me. And Sheila, a couple months ago, I had a moment. We were out in public together with a couple more people, and Sheila had to physically carry me to my apartment. I've had never had a moment like this in my life before. I literally I don't remember what happened to me. I think I drank, and while I was drinking, I was sharing my thoughts with her and some people that were there, and she told me later on, she was like, Jess, you're really hurt when you were talking about this situation. Like, you're really hurt. And it actually was about a la carte. It's a lot of things about a la carte that I haven't shared. But anyway, long story short, Sheila really unexpectedly just showed up for me in a very, very big way. And I just want to tell you I love you. You was my favorite Black Hispanic women, one of my favorite Black Hispanic women. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I want to tell you happy Black Hispanic Month. I also want to give a shout out to Monica Style Muse. She's a Dominican that I've been following for years. Monica is so inspiring to me. She's someone that I've watched her journey over the years, and I'm like, wow. This girl has had a really tough year mixed with a lot of highs. And I'm not gonna get into her story. I think, if you follow her, you know some of the things that have happened to her recently. But, I was watching her yesterday, and I actually teared up. She was flown out to Disney for Black Hispanic Month. And, she was saying on her Instagram how when she was younger, she was always told she wasn't Dominican enough, she wasn't Hispanic enough because she was dark skinned, and now she's getting a Disney coin to celebrate her heritage. And I just want to tell you, Monica, you are so inspiring. So inspiring. And man, I am a fan of yours. Both you and Sheila. I never spent time with Monica. I don't think I've ever met her. But I just want to send love to both of those girls. Both of them are so inspiring. Both Afro-Latinas. They stand for something. They have great morals. And, if you're not following them, make sure that you are. And tell them that your sister sent you. All right. On that note, child, let's get into just a couple of things, child. So Tyler Perry was recently on Keeping It Positive, Sweetie, with oh my gosh, I hope I'm not getting her name wrong. Hold on. With Crystal Renee, who I fucking love, Zatima. I love me some Zatima. But he was recently on her podcast, and actually I feel like you should definitely watch the episode. It's a really good episode because if you're someone who wants to make it in this industry, if you're someone who wants to see another person follow their dreams and get it from the ground up, Crystal Renee is the perfect person to watch. She's a case study. She's a case study on how to do this and to do it gracefully while being assertive and while being a fine ass bitch. My lord, this girl is just, oh my lord, this girl is so damn fine. Just look at her. What the fuck? This woman is so fine. I'm just honestly, I'm getting annoyed. Just looking at her. She's so damn fine. This is annoying. This is annoying. No, cut the camera. But anyway, the podcast itself, really, really great episode. The podcast is great, period. But that episode's really, really good. But we started getting into murky ass waters when Tyler Perry started giving his advice to Black women when it comes to dating. And there's this clip that's gone viral over and over again, and this is it right here.
It's good to you, at whatever job, and is a good man, and is good to you, and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift. Exactly. That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you. Yeah. That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right? Yes. And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you can have the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in because that means, no, I need somebody who is, they need to make 5 times more, and I got to have, well, go on, keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you, hope it happens. Go on, keep your list. But when you talk about just someone to love you and support you, I know people whose men can't touch what they make. But when you see them together, at whatever job.
Now, this clip doesn't reflect what Tyler Perry said a couple seconds before when he was like, well, specifically black women. And he was like, I might get dragged for this, but specifically black women. Like, he was giving this advice specifically to us, right? And listen, I don't mind people having their take on relationships. I really don't. I just want people to leave black women alone. And here's why I feel like this rhetoric, when it's focused on black women, is just so dangerous. It's because black women are the only women who are forced to see relationships this way. We're the only black women, we're the only women who are forced to say, oh, well, it's okay, baby. So you can't pay the mortgage. It's cool. Take the light bill. No other woman from any other community is raised to expect the shithole when it comes to relationships. Black women are the only ones who are literally pushed to accept the bottom of the bottom. Whenever you see a non-black woman coming into the black community to date black men, you don't see her going to a motherfucker who can only afford the light bill. They are going to the motherfuckers who have money, okay? Jeannie Mai, which I'm going to get to in a couple seconds. But look at Jeannie Mai. Jeannie Mai had a white Dusty for a husband. She had a whole dusty ass white man for a husband who got her for alimony, right? And so what did she do? She made sure she went to her side meet. We're going to get into all that. But when she went to the side meet, which was black women's, she got her a rich black man. Okay? She got her a rich black man so that she could set herself up financially. You look at people like Kim Kardashian. Every time she's been with a black man, it's been with a black man with money. These women literally get to come into our communities, right? And they get to date these black men and they get turned into billionaires. Kanye West turned Kim Kardashian into a billionaire within a couple of years. Literally. A billionaire. Based off the brands that he got her to work on once he got with her. Turned her into a billionaire. When is the last time you've seen a black man turn a black woman into a billionaire? I'll wait. You ain't never seen it. 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 We've never seen that, right? These non-black women get to come and be with black men with money or with a certain status, okay? And then you also see the way that they think about, you know what, I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into these women who think we're blue monkeys. But we're the only ones who are forced to see relationships like that. While I would love to marry for love, Tyler, love does not pay the bills. I cannot go down to Georgia Power and Light and say, baby, I'm gonna pay this light bill in love. Bitch, they gonna look at me like, what, man? Where is the currency? Currency? Where's the motherfucking currency, bitch? We don't take love payments over here. This is not church. We do not accept love offerings, okay? Take that shit on down to Jamal Bryant and them. If you want to give a love offering, take that shit on down to New Birth. But here at Georgia Power and Light, bitch, we need ka-ching-a-ling-a-ling. We need that money. We need money. You can't pay the bills in love. And then also too, as a black women's, when you make more money than a black man's, you're automatically seen as masculine. A lot of times these men don't even give you a chance. They just automatically see you as masculine. They automatically feel emasculated by you. They feel lesser than, like, they project these lesser than feelings that they already have about themselves onto you. Why? Especially if you look like me. I'm not a preference. I'm dark-skinned, I'm Haitian, I'm gonna need regular black women, I'm an immigrant, you know, so there's so many layers already to my motherfucking blackness. You know how many times I've tried to be with someone who didn't make as much money as I do? These last 5 years, I've been single for 5 years. Now, I will say this, during the pandemic, I didn't date like that. I didn't date. I went on one sex trip down to Tulum, that was it. And another one was down St. Lucia, but I didn't really date like that. So I spent 2 years really not dating. But yeah, these past 5 years, like, you guys know I'm not a good dater. I'm not consistent in dating. But have I like gone on 1 or 2 dates here and there with a guy? Yes, and immediately I can feel the masculinity slipping away from the man. As he is buttering his bread, the motherfucker feels like he's not a man. Like, it's crazy. All because they assume what I make. Now, do I make a lot of money? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Am I rich? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Am I wealthy? No. But am I rich? Yes. Yes. Does that mean that my man necessarily has to make as much money as me? Not necessarily, but I need you to be rich too. I do. Because when I've tried to be with a non-rich nigga, it doesn't work. It does not work. And so my suggestion to that is, Tyler, you are a billionaire. Why don't you give these motherfuckers some jobs that will help them make more money? Like, all you black billionaires out there, especially the men, what are y'all doing to infiltrate the economy when it comes to black men? Help us out. Help us the fuck out. Get these niggas working. Don't you see all these motherfuckers now say podcast, chaque jour son podcast, chaque jour son microphone, every day they say podcast. They're popping their cast, there's microphone. Put their microphones down and get a job. Put their microphone down and get a job. I travaille. Cherchez travail pour nous faire. www.tylerperrystudios.com. Tyler, give them a job. Buy your travail pour your faire, Tyler. Give them a job. Help us, please. Help us, please. Y'all need to help stimulate the black economy so that these niggas could make some damn money and they could walk around here and not be so motherfucking miserable and stop being motherfucking terrorists and actually start dating women because they like us, not just because we are a means to an end. How about that? I'm just so tired of this conversation. I'm so tired. I might just be ready to start dating girls. See, it might just be, is it time for me to start dating women's? You know, I'm not a coochie eating or nothing, but maybe there's coochie eating lessons out there that I could take. Because to be honest, if I dated like men dated, if I dated for looks, I wouldn't be dating none of y'all. I'd be with the women's. Women's, okay? I need to be delivered. I need deliverance from you niggas at this point, okay? Because y'all talking about the same damn thing. Y'all not tired? The same damn thing, the same damn advice, the same conversation. I'm so tired. All right, so speaking of non-black women who get a better deal when it comes to black men's, Jeannie Mai. Okay, so Jeannie Mai and Jeezy divorced, and truly, I don't give a fuck. The only reason why I'm addressing this is because there was a clip that went viral from Dish Nation of me, Tamar, you know, Headcrack, Tanner, all talking about the divorce.
State that the marriage is irretrievably broken with no hope for reconciliation. And Jeezy's requesting joint custody of their almost 2-year-old baby girl, Monaco. And he also posted an IG photo with the caption, "Too focused on who I'm becoming to focus on who's not coming with me."
Hell no. Why do you find this funny? My heart breaks for Jeannie.
My heart doesn't.
Why not?
No, because I'll never forget when she told you,
Are we talking?
white meat keep me lean, but dark meat on the side. Well, dark meat done made you a side, sis, so what's going on with
Yeah,
that?
but I've been told y'all she like rappers. I've been told everybody that on on the show, but I think she really, really was in love, and I feel terrible. The little baby girl is so cute.
Yeah,
but
so
let me tell you something. When y'all file for divorce, it's over.
Yeah, because usually guys don't strike
y'all
first.
not emotional like that.
Nah, so whatever it
I feel
was.
bad.
What could it have been?
Right.
There's two reasons why a man leaves his wife or files for divorce. Number one is another woman pushing him to do it, okay? Or number two is something real foul went down. You think that was in love? I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, we don't. It's just so funny to me because, of course, black women are fighting in the comments for Jeannie Mai's honor. It's really laughable to me. And here's the thing, right? I don't think a person has to be of a certain color for you to show love for them. You know what I mean? Like, I think people divorcing, yeah, it's a sad thing, right? But I think context matters. The bitch is racist, point blank period, okay? And, you know, following the Erica Mena Blue Monkey saga, I really have come to realize that black women, not only are black men the weakest link, but a lot of you black men, a lot of you black women are weak as fuck as well. Because literally, you will hear a non-black woman say some shit like this.
But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. And then turn around and congratulate her when she marries a rich black man. And not be able to put things into context, all right? You'll literally hear a non-black woman be racist as fuck and say this shit.
But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. But then congratulate her when she gets to marry a man that wouldn't look twice at y'all. Just saying, right? Look at where we are as far as black women in the dating pool. Look at how these black men are talking about us. Look at the rhetorics that they're pushing forward about us. Now, I'm a big Jeezy fan, okay? So this is not me coming down on Jeezy, but Jeezy had several kids with black women before he got with Jeannie Mai. Jeannie Mai is his first marriage. I never saw y'all getting y'all "Don't Cry For Me, Argentina." I never saw y'all crying and pouring out a little liquor for the black women who bore his children. I never saw that. But here y'all are, "Don't cry for me, Argentina," for a non-black woman. Get the fuck out of here. A non-black woman who's racist as fuck. And don't try to tell me this wasn't a racist ass moment, because it was. And here was the thing with this moment, right? You have Jeannie Mai saying this shit and double downing on it. When Tamar called her out, she specifically said, "That's why I married white."
Dated black guys.
Loved black guys. Yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. What do you mean, dark meat on the side?
Because she lightweight offensive. I am going
I'm not. I'm saying, like, I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like, that's my...
Well, what do you mean, dark meat on the side?
That means, honey.
That's...
You know what that means.
Wait, what are you reading it as?
I know about, how did you say it?
I'm just saying, like, when I think about men, I like dark men. I do.
You like your main man to be white and your side piece
No,
to be dark.
that is not what I mean.
Jeannie, explain what you mean.
Okay,
what you meant.
What I meant is, like, I used to date black men, okay? And I think they're attractive. But what I decided to stick to, because it just kept me happiest, was my man Freddie, who happens to be white.
Are you sure?
Yes!
Okay.
I dated an Asian man once.
You did?
Oh, my God.
Okay? Then you have Lonnie Love. I just love Lonnie Love. I don't know, it's something about that. Lonnie Love. You have Lonnie Love. Like, well, hold on. What do you mean by that? Lonnie, she meant what she said. That's why she married white. Mind you, Jeannie Mai didn't even have a top tier white guy. She didn't even have a top tier white guy. She had a Dusty, and she treated him like a motherfucking Dusty, and that Dusty repaid her by getting her for all her cheddar, right? And so what was the next setup? Let me go ahead and get a side. Let me go ahead and get some side meat who's gonna make me their main dish because of course, black men is gonna do that. The thing is, at the end of the day, this girl should have never had access to a black man. Ever. After saying some shit like that. But not only did she have access to this black man, but she was able to, oh, they took what I said out of context. Bitch, ain't nobody take what you said out of context. You were racist as fuck. You doubled down on it. And then the key to all this is she never apologized. She never apologized. She never once said, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That came out wrong. Even if that came out wrong, which it didn't, bitch, that's exactly how you felt. But even if she would have said, I'm sorry, she never said that. You know why? Because she's not black. She ain't got to. She ain't got to. And you know why? Because you black women gonna fight for her. Y'all in there getting y'all Mike Tyson on. Just y'all beating my ass in the motherfucking comments, and y'all don't cry for me, Argentina, over a bitch who would never cry for you. And let me make something very, very clear to y'all. I get paid to talk about this shit, okay? I hope y'all comments and where y'all beat my ass at, I hope y'all getting paid for that shit. Because I know when I sat down, when I get ready in the morning and I go down to Dish Nation, I'm getting a check for that shit, okay? That lady said what she said, and I got paid to say what I said about what that lady said at the end of the motherfucking day. Somebody was in the comments, you always got something to say, yeah, and I always got a check to get for it. How you doing? How you doing? Okay? During Black Women's Black Hispanic Month. Please, let's get some perspective, okay? But not only that too, you know, there's all these clips about her, of Jeannie that are resurfacing about her having a temper. There was this clip that was going viral of her calling her ex-husband a bitch on the reel, or a Mitch, which is basically calling him a man bitch, right? It's just so funny to me how masculinity looks so appetizing on a non-black woman. Isn't it funny? Man, it's such a beautiful thing. Masculinity looks so nice on a non-black woman, don't it? Don't it? Don't it? Don't it? It looks so nice on a non-black woman. Ooh, beautiful thing, ain't it? Anyway, I don't give a fuck. Don't care. Never saw this to be a genuine relationship. I always saw this as a come up. I saw this as monetization. That's what I saw it as. It is very sad when people divorce, but you know what? We're living in a world where people don't want to do the work. That's just the reality. People don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the work to be in relationships. They don't want to do the hard work it takes to be in marriages. They don't want to do the work. They want to monetize their relationships immediately. That's the world that we live in today. And so to be honest, I'm not throwing a parade that they're divorced, but I simply don't give a fuck. I'm not rejoicing about it, but I'm not sad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a non-black woman who's racist as fuck, who had access to a nigga that I would never have access to. Am I saying I want access to Jeezy? No, but what I'm saying is, men like that look twice. They don't look twice at women like me. But a woman like her can go around and call you shit like blue monkeys. They could go around and call you a side meal. And as a black man, you're still gonna give them a chance. So I don't give a fuck. I don't. Next case. All right, y'all. Last story on JESS. A couple of things. Let's talk about Monique. I feel this is a very, very good time to revisit Monique and her experience in the business. I've always stood by Monique with what she said. Watching her be blackballed and be painted as a difficult diva, you know, hard to work with black women in the entertainment space was always hard for me to see. And, you know, just looking at my own journey in the last 7 years, you know, there's a certain group of people within the Haitian community, not all Haitians, but specifically HMI, and I have coined them to be lavettes, you know, who go out of their way to do bad business, not just with me, but with many people. But I feel I get a lot of smoke because I never back down. I'm always quick to let y'all know these motherfuckers are lavettes. They go out of their way to do bad business. They go out of their way to steal things from me. They'll put out songs and not give me the credit, literally. like all I will ask for was credit. And even with credit on a song, I don't get shit because we're in the streaming realm right now. So literally for me to even see like $10, it's got to get at least like 1 million streams, you know? And when I've demanded for things like that, it's, oh, she's bipolar. She was difficult to work with. Meanwhile, if you look up interviews with these motherfuckers, it was a band that I work with. Interview after interview, they were saying how great it was working with me. I have so many videos that I never released. So much receipts that I never released. But literally, like, they were able to go out there and say that I was bipolar, that I was hard to work with, that I needed to humble myself. Meanwhile, like, literally, you're talking about a girl for the last 7 years who's worked with several huge networks and brands. So the meaning of humility would be me doing something with a Haitian band. I mean, we're talking about the Haitian music industry where nobody makes any money. You have to be on the road every week to barely get by. I'll never forget one of my last conversations with Mika Ben, who is a Haitian artist that passed last year. One of our last conversations, he was telling me how, like, Jess, I don't make anything. Like, yeah, I'm here, I'm there, and everybody in the community knows my name, but I don't make any real money to be able to support my family. But the crazy thing is, when I would stand up for myself and I would say things about how niggas was cheating me out of money, nobody stood up and gave their stories, right? But God is so good. God is so good, because literally the same band that went out there saying a whole bunch of shit about me, the same manager that they said I disrespected, left them high and dry. So took their money. They don't own shit. They lost one of their band members, and the same motherfucker that was on IG Lives talking all this shit about me is ass out. You know, God is good. Like, one thing about me, I don't even have to seek vengeance. God is always going to have my vengeance for me. And even if people don't walk it back and say, wow, well, it looks like Jessie wasn't wrong, it's okay. God will always have his vengeance. And I say all that to say this. Monique for years talked about the industry and how fucked up it is. And when she did, nobody spoke up for her. Nobody publicly supported her. But now you're seeing thousands and thousands and thousands of actors down to the picket line demanding the very things that Monique was demanding. That your travel be covered, that you be paid for a promo run, aside from what you're paid for whatever whatever your fee is for the movie or the series that you're doing. That you be paid a certain amount where you can feed yourself for a certain amount of years, especially because people are using your image in perpetuity.
The best thing about it is I learned how to get paid while doing it in perpetuity. A lot of people don't know that word. Y'all should Google that.
That's right, perpetuity, okay? And so Monique recently came out and she was talking about, the Parkers. And I remember her years ago mentioning the Parkers and saying how, it's syndicated. It was syndicated for a long time. It's been syndicated for a long time. But I remember her saying, like, the deal was just not good. And so she has this video that she released, I think it was yesterday. Let's watch it together.
Hey, my sweet babies, I'm Monique.
And I'm Sydney.
And we're coming to y'all today to let you know we're standing with all the unions that are striking right now. And we have a story that we must share of our own with the community. Countess Vaughn and I did a show called The Parkers. The Parkers has now been on air for 24 years. And they're trying to convince us, through our ownership of the show, that we made absolutely no money.
And it's baffling, being that when you have a conversation with the executive producers, and they allude to the fact that the show in its entirety, 5 years, was made for under $70 million. It went out of production in 2004, but by 2009, we see profit participation statements that show the program made over $700 million.
Wow.
But yet was in a close to $1 billion deficit.
So what we're asking you, CBS, is can you please treat these two black women fairly? When our brother Dave Chappelle who ironically had a deal with CBS, said he signed the deal out of desperation and it was a bad deal. They were able to go back and do the right thing, and they made that deal fair, and they paid Dave Chappelle what he rightfully deserved. What we're asking you, CBS, don't pay us any more, but don't pay us any less.
And the reason why we're having this conversation out loud for the community to hear is this. We see the numbers, and they still don't want to pay. What will happen to you when you don't even know the numbers exist?
So we're asking you, and when we say community, we mean community as in the ones that's fighting for equality. Will you stand with us? CBS, will you treat us fairly? We love y'all for real, my babies.
Let me tell you something about Monique. Monique gonna do 3 things. She gonna let us know that we her babies. She gonna let us know that she love us for real. And she gonna stand 10 toes down, okay? The fact that this woman is still having to speak out about things like this, it's really ridiculous. And you would think following the whole like Netflix saga and following the SAG strike that these networks would do better and would pay better. Like, think about it. Think about it. These people have been able to make money off of this show, and they'll be able to make money off of this show after Monique is long gone, after we're all long gone. And the fact that they're not getting anything, especially when, like, this is your likeness, this is your image. You know, I was on the phone with Michael Braun the other day. Michael Braun has a song called Jessica, 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 Jessica. And I did a cover to it. And I guess like when he posted it, there were all these people coming out saying, oh wow, this girl, like we don't fuck with her. She's always talking down on Haitian men and da-da-da-da-da. And like, you know, we're talking about it and I said, wow, it's just so crazy. People really pick and choose what they want to pay attention to when it comes to me. They always focus on my response. They never focus on what was done to me. Picture this. I had a song called Papka Separi. I had to watch that song be #1 in Haiti. A #1 song in Haiti for over a year. And my name was left off of that. Now the people knew who I was. People always think that like I have family in Haiti. I have friends, I have family in Haiti. They let me know. So I know Haitian people love me. But I had to watch that happen. I had to watch people on social media make fun of that. I had to watch my likeness, my voice, be the content that was pushed simultaneously while 2 other Haitian female singers got to build platforms off of what I created, what I co-created. And so me being angry by that, by the fact that I wasn't able to make a dime off of my own likeness, you better believe I'm gonna call these motherfuckers Labets. And I'm gonna call them Labets from until the day I die. You stole that from me. And all you had to simply do was give me my credit. I think people don't think about shit like that and what that does to you mentally. Knowing that you did good work. Like, and when you put out work, at the very least, you should be able to make money off your work. I don't give a fuck what your attitude is. Because here's the thing. You're not difficult when shit is being done and when the content is being done and when it's pushed out and everybody loves it. You're always difficult as a black woman when you put your foot down and say, this is what I deserve. I deserve to be paid for this. I deserve to eat off of my own talent and my own likeness. Here's what Compton's Vaughn had to say.
Always saying something like, they lying, it's not true. Yes, give us our money. You would be mad if you worked all weekend when it's time to get your check. They go, oh, the last other checks, that should cover it. We paid you already. No, but did you give me for my services now, today? All the days that you have played our episodes. Pay that. It's not fair.
Period. This is a problem. This is a problem. And the fact that the SAG strike is still going on is a problem. And now I'm just asking myself, what else do we do? How do we as a community really stand for what's happening? And I think it's just stop watching everything. Literally, stop watching everything. Stop going to the movies. Period. Like, stop watching everything. That's really where it's going to hurt these people. That's really what's going to make these people pay us as actors. And you know what I'm saying? I've talked to you guys about a la carte. And it's so funny, I got a phone call about that shit. And I just want to say publicly, I don't even have a contract for the first season of a la carte. So legally, if you understand what that means legally, I would suggest you shut the fuck up and back the fuck up off me. Because I don't even have a contract for the first season. All I have is a deal memo. Okay? Pay people what they deserve. Treat people well. Treat black people better. It's 2023, and the fact that we're still having this conversation when it comes to entertainers, especially black ones, because at the end of the day, black people are always going to get the shortest end of the stick in this business. It's just ridiculous. It's really just ridiculous. So I don't know, y'all. I don't see where, I don't know where the strike is going to go, but hopefully it goes somewhere that benefits specifically the black community. Okay, y'all, last but not least, I wanted to talk about this video that I saw that went viral. I found this girl's profile. I think her name is Tasia. She actually was on one of the first Ready to Love seasons. She was really, really good. Ready to Love DC, I think. She was really good on there. She was hilarious. There's a clip of her saying that she only dates medium ugly men. I only date medium ugly men. Baby, I screamed. I was like, girl, we don't be saying that out loud. That's for the group chat, girl. Medium ugly men, that's something that the girls say amongst the girls. We don't be saying that shit in public, but she didn't give a fuck. She's like, girl, I only date medium ugly.
Type is medium ugly. Those are the ones that treat you really well. When you do the Denzels and the super fine guys, they have you chasing them. You need the medium ugly, then you will always be the prize. They'll know what they have. And those are the ones that want to drink your dirty bath water.
And absolutely nothing has changed about that, okay? I told y'all on national television that you need to be dating medium ugly. Men are not meant to be cute, sweetheart, okay? You're the pretty one in the relationship, duh. All right, you need to be dating a man that is stable. You need to be dating for stability, for protection, for provision. A man that can lead you, okay? A man that you will have a great quality of life, all right? All of that cute stuff, you don't need all of that, baby. This is why Tyreek, that 6'5", with the six-pack abs, got you sliding down the wall into poverty. You need to be dating a man that is disciplined, a man that knows how to make $1 out of 15 cents, a man that is a leader of the pack, a renegade, a rule breaker, okay? Talk about lifestyle. You got to think big, baby.
Anyway, I found a clip of hers that went viral. The clip is basically she's talking about how she is really good at redirecting a conversation where a man is trying to take her on a low vibrational date. Let's watch the clip together, and I want you guys to let me know what you guys think about it.
To all of my ladies in the dating pool, let me show you how to redirect your way out of a low budget experience. Okay, this is a potential suitor. He has no number saved because period. Y'all already know how I roll. Good morning. It was great speaking with you last night. I woke up so refreshed. I would love to take you to coffee this week. Does Wednesday work? Okay, you cannot take me to coffee or tea on the first date. It's not equitable for me. I don't drink coffee and my perfume costs too much, so don't play. All right, so I hail from corporate America. We're going to use the sandwich effect here. 6 years in the C-suite. We about to use this. Okay, boom. So I say, good morning. It was great speaking with you also. It's actually restaurant week coming up. Here's the link. Let me know which one you decide. I'm looking forward to it. So we're going to start off with something good, okay? It was great speaking with you also. I'm not even addressing the coffee, baby. We're going to redirect you in the middle, that I'm going to end with something great saying, I'm looking forward to seeing you. We're also putting the ball back in his court because he's a grown-ass man, okay? Correct. You need to make the decision. So he goes, I just looked over the options. Let's do Italian. Perfect. So he goes, Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'm like, works for me. I'm in Alexandria and I'm not far. If you could pick me up or send me an Uber, that would be awesome, because why would you want me working on cobblestone? Why would you want me looking for parking? It sounds laborious to me. Hello. He goes, no problem. I'll send an Uber around 6:15. Baby is a new man. He is a new man. And I go, wonderful. Thank you. Ask for what you want. Be polite in your ask, be a little bit difficult, and always say please and thank you. There you go.
Now, of course, I saw a lot of the comments dragging her. I think it was like, on different blogs, a lot of the comments was dragging her. But the smart women started following her, and they're getting coaching from her as they should. But I remember watching this and thinking, yo, I used to do this all the time. I think now you guys know I don't really date like that. But the minute somebody does, well, anyway, I've never had anybody ask me to do no damn coffee date. Whenever I do go on a date, it is always fancy, so I haven't had this experience. But I remember when I was in my 20s and when I was in Miami, I used to do this all the time. Miami, the men in Miami sometimes need a lot of coaching. Dating in Miami was actually fun, but like, I used to be in like my little hood nigga era. So when you're in your little hood nigga era, them niggas don't be knowing where they should really take you. So I always used to do that. I don't know if they still do this in Miami, but there used to be Miami Spice Week. And so for Miami Spice, all the expensive restaurants, you could go there and you could have a 3-course dinner and it would be like for $99. And I think like certain restaurants would offer it, like the really, really high-end restaurants, it would be like, $150 or something like that. But I remember like for that month and a half, anybody asked me on a date, it was, so Miami Spice, Red, I would give them all. I remember Red was my favorite. I think it was Red Steakhouse. That was my favorite place to go. I think Broward County had their own like version of Miami Spice or whatever. So I used to do that too. Like, hey, well, actually, like if they would suggest some shit like me, like you want to go down to Tilties and have fried lobster? Well, actually, Miami Spice is going on right now. Or sometimes they would have like Spa Week. I was like, you know what? I've had such a hard, week at work. Miami Spa Week is up and it's only $99 when you go get a massage at, the Fontainebleau. Why don't we go do that together? Like I would do that. Sometimes you do have to steer these niggas a little bit because some of them don't really know how to date. It is always best to get with somebody who knows how to date. But especially nowadays, these niggas are regressing. So I see nothing wrong with this method. I think it's very, very cool for her to coach girls on doing that because at the end of the day, we the women's, we the prize. We need to be getting what the fuck we want to get. And at the end of the day, you're not gonna take me out to coffee. I'm with her on that. The whole coffee date thing, no. That's why there's FaceTime, there's WhatsApp, there's video chat, there's texting, there's phone calls. If you need a couple pre-dates before the date, nigga, get the step in. Don't nobody got time for that. We're not doing all that shit. Call me, talk to me, FaceTime me a couple times, and then let's go on a real date. I always feel anybody who's doing all that, they're just not interested in you. If a man's not interested in spending money on you, he's not interested in you. That's my personal opinion. Anyway, y'all, let me know your thoughts on all the things that we talked about on this episode of Just a Couple Things, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe.